with his 4th grade class cheering him on. He competed at nationals the following year and won his first world championship before his 18th birthday. From there, Ross proceeded to win every major competition in the sport at least once and compiled a list of accomplishments as extensive as any the sport has seen. Ross became the first ever U.S. Olympic snowboarding medalist by winning bronze in Nagano. He followed that up 4 years later by winning gold at the Salt Lake City Olympics. He won X Games medals in 3 different disciplines, including multiple golds. He won 2 World Championships, 2 U.S. Open titles, the European Open, the New Zealand Open, the Vans Triple Crown, the Gravity Games, the Goodwill Games, numerous World Cups and U.S. Grand Prix events, and too many others to mention. And it all started right here in Vermont at Bromley Mountain.
I got started snowboarding when I was around 7 years old. Was into skateboarding at times and magazines, and had some shots of snowboarding. And my mom works at Bromley Mountain when I was a kid. And, she got a Burt Elite 130 for my brother and I shared for Christmas. And my first day on the mountain, I went up there, it was raining. People sat in the windows and they were watching me, and my mom's friends laughing at me, and everything, watching me fall down the mountain pretty much. And from that day, I was hooked, and I love it that much today.
At the time he started snowboarding, the sport was in its early stages, and simply gaining access to the mountains to ride was the main focus. Burton Snowboards was located in Manchester, which provided Ross with an opportunity to watch pros like Jason Ford and Jeff Brushy and try and emulate some of the things that they were doing.
Back then, it was just go out and snowboard. We didn't have all the half pipes and parks like nowadays. So we would train gates, watch what the older guys were doing in the pipe and strat, and wait for that snowboard magazine to come out each month so you can see what they're doing and kind of just go to the park.
At this point in time, snowboarders were not universally welcome in ski areas. Bromley and Stratton were among the first to support snowboarding by adopting a certification program to ride the lift. Stratton Mountain School followed the resort's lead, launching its snowboarding program in 1993. Powers enrolled in SMS, trained with former pro riders Susie Ruick and Scott Palmer, and kicked off his illustrious snowboarding career while still a student there by winning gold at the 1996 FIS World Championships in Linz, Austria. For the next 15 years, Ross successfully represented Vermont on the world stage, amassing a collection of results that will stand for the ages. After retiring from full-time competition in 2010, having just missed qualifying for the Vancouver Olympics in an entirely different discipline of snowboarder cross, Ross returned to SMS as snowboarding program director to help the next generation of kids achieve their dreams.
After my half-pipe career, I started doing some border cross and did pretty well there. Missed the 2010 Olympics by one spot, and so had learned a lot of stuff there when I was working with the U.S. team and those guys, and trying to bring everything I've learned in the past to my athletes and help them be successful.
And it is much more than just knowledge, experience, and coaching that Ross has brought to young athletes. Back in 2001, he put up his own money to establish the Ross Powers Foundation. The foundation offers assistance to promising athletes with financial need.
It was after I graduated SMS, there was a local rider from Dorset, Tyler Emont, and I watched him growing up in Vermont. And once I grew up a little bit, he was like the new little young guy, the Grom, they like to call him, and he'd be out there riding with his father, and great little rider. And so Tyler wanted to come to SMS, and Scott asked me, would I help him out in what I did if I could, and it was no question. I wrote a check to help get him started here. And great rider, great athlete, made the U.S. team. And it was my friend and agent Peter Carlisle. He heard about that, so when I tell him what I was going to do, he's like, if you like helping people like that, maybe you should try to start a foundation.
Through his incredible talent, Ross was able to achieve success over a span of time that saw dramatic change and progressions. Not only did Powers help pave the way for growth and acceptance of the sport, he pushed the limits of its advancement.
It's amazing where the equipment's come, what the mountains and people supporting the sport have brought to us, and then also where the athletes have taken the sport from, grabbing their board and racing through some gates to doing triples and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty amazing. I'm really excited to be part of the sport and in it while I'm in it, and just look forward to being part of it in the future as well.
He has seen many changes over the years, and through his coaching and the work of his foundation, his influence on snowboarding will continue for generations to come. The Vermont Ski and Snowboard Museum Hall of Fame welcomes Ross